Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have not like and subscribe the channel, please like and subscribe the channel. In this video I am going to share you important thing of important information about this Microsoft. So in this video I am going to share you about this cloud PKI. So as you know, this Microsoft Cloud PKI is actually it's very new, which is actually cloud based. This will help you to issue certificate for the Intune managed devices. Earlier we were using skip. I have already made video on how to build the skip servers, or if you want to use the third party CA server and you distribute the certificates to your uh, Intune managed devices, right? So first answer, what is cloud PKI? What is PKI? Okay, the PKI is a system that uses digital certificates, right? So you already have public key infrastructure. This is the PKI full form. The PKI is a system, public key infrastructure is a system that uses digital certificate to authenticate and encrypt data between devices and services. The PKI certificates are essential for securing various scenarios such as VPN, Wi-Fi, email, wave, and device identity. Through this PKI, you can manage the PKI certificates. Uh, this managing PKI certificates can be challenging, costly, and it will be complex, especially for the organization that has large number of the endpoints or devices and users, right? You can use Microsoft Cloud PKI to enhance the security and the productivity of your devices, and to also accelerate your digital transformations to a managed cloud PKI services, because we are now moving. And additionally, you can also utilize the cloud PKI services to reduce the workload of Active Directory services if you are using, or any private on-premise certificate authorities. So Microsoft Cloud PKI is actually, you can create and manage through Microsoft Intune Admin Center. So from Microsoft Intune Admin Center, you can set up and use Microsoft Cloud PKI for your organizations. You have the ability to enable Cloud PKI in your tenant. You can create and assign certificates profiles for your devices, and then monitor the certificates. So once you create the Cloud PKI issue CA servers, you can start issuing certificate within a few minutes. So you see here, first you understand what is PKI and what type of PKI is available. It can be on-premise as well, but we are talking about cloud PKI. The cloud PKI is to issue certificate for Intune managed devices, right? This is cloud-based services. It doesn't require any on-premise server or certificate or skip server or any connector or anything, certificate connector. And this cloud PKI services will automate certificate lifecycle management for Intune managed devices. It also provides a dedicated public key infrastructure for your organizations without requiring any on-premise servers, connector, or hardware. This is actually awesome. It handles certificate assurance, renewal, revocation for all Intune supported platform like Android, iOS, macOS, Windows. But yeah, the devices must be enrolled into Intune, right? And devices and the platform must support the Intune device configuration skip certificate profile. If the devices or your endpoints or platform does not support the skip configuration, then of course it will not support or handle, right? It's a, you can try out the Microsoft Cloud PKI feature in your Intune Admin Center during a, you can just activate it during the trial period. Uh, the trial period available in the Intune Suite trial or standalone you can add on. If you have Intune Suite trial, you can activate or you can add on standalone and try this. During the trial period, the limitation is you can create up to 6 CA in your tenant and you won't be able to delete it. Microsoft is working on this is the limitation as of now for the trial period, right? Now understand this overview, high level overview architecture. So Microsoft Cloud PKI, you can see here, is made of several key components working together, right? The SCAP service, Cloud PKI services, SCAP validation services. So why they have made up the several key component working together to simplify? Because to simplify the complexity and management of the public key infrastructure. A cloud PKI services for creating and hosting certificate authorities, and it also allow the registration authority to automatically accept the request from the Intune enrolled devices. So they, so here you can see in the green circle, it if you are using on-premise CA server or SCAP server, so it will replace on-premise your on-premise CA server and this server and certificate connector. So not sure if you build the on-premise and this server or CA server. I've already made video what are the components required for on-premise building the on-premise here. So if you're moving from on-premise to cloud PKI, so these three components, your on-premise CA server and this server and the certificate connector, there's three. You see B1, B2, B3. These three will be replaced to your cloud route. Okay. So you see here, mark is A is a Microsoft Intune console, and the B is Microsoft. The cloud is a Microsoft Cloud PKI services, which is circle in green mark. One is this is B1. You see Cloud PKI services. B2, as you know, is SCAP services. It will handle and validate the request, and the V3 is SCAP validation services. So what you have to do, let's just check you understand the flow and architect how actually Cloud PKI works. So as soon as the device check-in, you see here, and the first, as soon as the device check-in with the Intune services and receive the trusted certificate and escape profiles, right? Then based on the escape profiles, the device create a signing request, right? So based on the device, the devices check in and receive the trusted certificates and the escape profile. Based on the escape profile, the device creates a certificate signing request, which is called CSR. The private key is created on the device and never leave the devices. The CSR and the escape service, escape challenge are sent to the escape services in the cloud, which is actually defined in the escape URL properly. The escape challenge is encrypted and signed during the Intune escape registration authority key. Right? The third steps is to validate. The escape validation services verify the CSR against the escape challenge. You can see so in here B3, the escape validation services. The escape validation services ensure that the requests come from and enroll and manage devices. It also ensure a challenge is untampered and that it match the expected value from the escape profile. If any of the check fail, the certificate's request will be rejected. The steps for you see here, if everything is good, they validate, and if it's okay, then after the CSR will validate, The escape validation services, also known as you can call as registration authority or RA, that request that the issue sign the CSR, you see here, and then in the fifth stage you see here, as soon as it will validated, the signing certificate is delivered to the Intune 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 enroll MDM enroll devices, right? And in the entire flow, the escape challenge is encrypted and signed using the Intune escape registration authorities key. For this, Cloud PKI certificate authority is required to issue certificate for Intune managed devices. Cloud PKI provides a service that act as a certification authority, right? So these all these service request certificate from issuing CA on behalf of the Intune managed devices using SCIP profile. So to enable this Cloud PKI, you need Microsoft Intune Suite license or Microsoft Cloud PKI standalone add-on license, right? So you have to do, and there is a limitation you see here. I have already explained because this architecture flow, right? So what you have to do with the setup, you need the you will need the Intune Suite or standalone add-on. After that, once you have that, you must have the Intune admin roles, and then you can enable the Cloud PKI in your tenant, and then you create the assign certificate profile to your devices through Microsoft Intune, and then monitor the issue certificate. After you create the Cloud PKI issue CA, you can start to issue certificates within a minute. Create a required Cloud PKI certificate authority for the root and issue CA in Microsoft, and then you can assign the required trust certificate profile for the root and issuing CA. This flow isn't shown in the diagram. And then third one is the you can assign the required platform specific escape profile, like if you are deploying for the Wi-Fi or VPN for application, and you can, or for Android, iOS, Windows, Mac OS, you can do that. So this is how, and the known issues and limitation as of now is you can create up to 6 CA in the Intune tenant, as I mentioned here, and you won't be able to you won't be able to disable a CA from your Intune tenant, and this actions currently unavailable in the Intune admin center, but Microsoft is actually working to them until them. So until these actions become available to disable or delete the Intune the CA from the Intune tenant, you Microsoft recommend making an Intune support request to delete the CA or disable the CA from your tenant. So this is how actually works the Cloud PKI. I hope you understand and you secure your environment and your VPN, Wi-Fi, email, or any wave device identity or applications which actually use the needs the PKI services, and then you can reduce the workload of your Active Directory and move to the cloud and support the digital transformation fully as a fully cloud management, right? I hope till then, thank you. Have a good day and keep learning and enjoy. Thank you.